Good morning, everybody.
Everyone.
Welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I am Scott Ramp.
And I'm Noelle McAvoy. That was Asaph Adonai on piano with that lovely intro. Asaph, what song was that?
That's the theme song to a television show from the past called My World and Welcome to It with William Wyndham.
Nice.
Cool.
Sweet.
So we have a great show for you guys today. The weather's looking a little bleak, but we're here to help usher you guys into the rest of your week. In the next 2 days, we have Hallmark or Bullmark. We have some new program. We have a couple gardening tips for any of you who want to learn how to do a do-it-yourself topsy-turvy plant. And events, Hallmark or Bullmark. I can't really remember what else. I guess we'll just...
Let's wing it.
Let's just start it.
Yeah.
Let's just start this
We're
thing.
here.
So,
Yes.
if you woke up cold this morning, it's not you. It's not you. It's the weather. It is currently 49 degrees outside. Your highs can be 66, and of course, your chances of showers are 40%. And of course, it may or may not be raining today or right now already. But of course, tonight's going to be mostly cloudy with a low of 46. Your Thursday is going to be a high of 76, and then by Friday you can expect your sunny weather to start coming back. So of course, this is the beginning of the week of the fair. So yesterday was the opening day of the fair.
Yep.
Usually it's usually trial by error on the first day. It's usually like rides are getting set up, but today is the official first day of the fair. So you guys get a chance to see what's going on with that. But of course, you can find out more information about the weather and check your local listings by log on to nationalweatherservice.gov or basically use your weather app on your phone.
Today is also the last day of the Summer Olympics. Usually goes it goes for 5 days, doesn't it? Or is it 10 days?
It seems like it was going to go on for a while, but I guess you're right.
Is it 5 days or 10 days?
I'm not entirely sure. The opening ceremonies was over last weekend,
Yeah, it was on Friday, and so today is day 5. I don't know if it's 5 days or 10 days.
I think it might be 10 days.
I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
So so then we're halfway through the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, because it seems like they've only touched the tip of the iceberg when it comes to all the sports they've been covering. But of course, they've been covering multiple sports throughout. Like there's probably like 5 or 6 channels that are covering it in America.
Have you actually the only channel that has the rights to the Olympics is NBC.
NBC, but all their channels that are owned by NBC are showing it. CNBC, MSNBC,
Good.
Bravo is owned by NBC. USA.
Nice.
And I believe there's one other channel, but I just
I don't have cable, so I haven't been able to watch it. You can watch it on NBC.com for like 30 minutes free, and then you have to have like cable credentials to watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty much a monopoly of NBC.
Yeah, so I haven't really been able to see it, but I hear that the United States have won a lot of gold medals.
But of course, the United States have been being booed by many of the other countries throughout the time. If you've ever watched any of the events,
Why?
you can hear America's booed.
How come?
Well, because only in America, Americans like Americans. But of course, everywhere else, nobody likes us.
Wise words, yes.
Yeah, I think it's either we win too much or we're just not, we're
We're
not
just
well
jerks.
liked.
Our leaders.
We're like we're the new country. We're throughout. Many countries have so much history. We're like the teenagers who just don't.
We're like the wife.
Who think they know it all.
Yeah, we literally are. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
And now we're just angry right now.
But anyways, less
Moving on.
America bashing and more Wake Up Missoula promoting, and you can find out more information about us by logging onto our website, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. So nice, we made you write it out twice. That's Wake Up Missoula. Also on our Facebook page, along with our Twitter page at Wake Up Missoula.
Missoula Community Access Television also has a Twitter page at MCAT TV Missoula. You can follow us on our handle. You can also like us on our Facebook page. And to find out more information about us or to watch any of our programs online, you can check us out at mcat.org.
And it is the second Wednesday of the month, so it's orientation tonight. So if you're interested in being a part of MCAT, you can call us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542.
MCAT.
You can also email us mcat@mcat.org to secure your spot for orientation. You get to check out our equipment, you get to use our beautiful studio, and you get a chance to learn a new skill when it comes to a television media.
It's a great place, you guys. You really have a lot of tools and resources to do anything that you want to. And you can put whatever you want on TV, as long as it's, TV appropriate. Or
and if it's not TV appropriate, you can go on after 10:30.
Yeah, I was about to say, or you could go on after 10:30 and do whatever you want.
Yep. But Yes, there's some limitations, but of course, whatever you want should always be
Wholesome,
your own
moral things.
Your own thing.
Your own wholesome things.
Yes.
It has to be wholesome, everyone.
We're not gonna like show just like over the top like
Too much.
I guess pornography. I don't think we
can show that. I remember Lori, our program director, said that some guy wanted to show things like that. I think it was like artwork. I don't know, but it was just a little too racy.
Okay, yeah. I don't know anything.
Too much.
Yeah, but I guess I'll have to do a little more research on that because you never know what kind of questions you get asked to run the program. Even people who are not going to do it ask that question. It's like, I don't know. Why are you asking me that? Are you going to do it?
That's a weird question.
That's probably the question I should ask them. It's just like, what, are you going to actually put it on? And we're like, no. Well, then why are you asking?
Exactly. Why are you asking? Yeah. Weird stuff.
So, anyways, orientation is tonight at 5:30. You can drop in and show up. There's already a couple people have been calling in and asking about orientation. Good. So it's if you're a first-time MCATer, it's a $20 entry fee with a $20 annual fee. But of course, you don't have to pay it right away. You can pay it eventually. But of course, you get to check out equipment and wonderful things as well. But of course, we do also do our own programs. So if you're interested in having us come out and filming and producing your program, which whether that be a lecture, concert, or just a rally or cause, we would totally be down to go do that. You log onto our website, mcat.org, and you go to the forums tab, and you can find out media assistance grants. So we do media assistance grants for the Missoula Democrats, and they have monthly meetings, and we show their monthly meetings a month after they have their monthly meetings. And so here's a little taste of what you guys can expect from tonight's program, which is featuring Missoula County Dems.
A big focus on, once jobs are created, making them to the point where they're livable, pay benefits, and then creating a more of a depth in jobs that are available. And so that's a big focus in the three areas we focus on. And so we think about what we can do to help that. I think of three different things. First being access to capital, which I talked about a little bit. Typically accessing capital, especially in rural areas, but just in general, you can either get traditional bank debt, you can get equity, either outside equity or internal equity, or you can go to a non-bank lender like ourselves.
Hi, you guys. We are back, and we've got some community events happening for your Wednesday and Thursday. But as always, first up, we've got Wednesday events. So starting at 10 a.m. over at the Missoula Public Library, we've got open hours in their makerspace. This is where you can work on a project of your choice or learn how to use their equipment all day long from 10 to 6. So yeah, lots of opportunities there. Over at the Children's Museum of Missoula, starting at 11, they've got Taekwondo today. And so it'll be championship training. We'll stop by, teach some basic Taekwondo kicks. I bet that's really cute. Over at the Missoula County Fairgrounds, they need a couple of volunteers for Home Resource. So starting at 11, Home Resource and Climate Smart Missoula will be tabling and hosting kids activities in the new nonprofit area at the Western Montana Fair. And so Home Resource is also coordinating the fair's new creative reuse department. That's awesome. And so they're looking for volunteers from Wednesday, August 10th to Sunday, August 14th. The volunteers' shifts will be from 3 hours, from 11 to 2 or 2 to 5. And so if you want to get a hold of them, just give Home Resource a call and tell them that you'd like to volunteer. Over at Spectrum Discovery area, their Discovery Bench is sound and their Brain Lab is neurotransmitter necklaces. They open at 11 o'clock and it's $3.50 for anyone 4 and over. Over at Karis Park, they're out to lunch, their afternoon where they have music and children's activities and food vendors. The band is the Hardin Scott Band, and it looks like the event is sponsored by Trail West Bank. Over at the Missoula Public Library, they've got a class. They've got a couple classes. The first one is called Unlocking the Secrets of the Library. It starts at 12:30, and so it's pretty much on the most effective ways to research the library catalog or how to best utilize library databases. Because it can be hard. Sometimes navigating those things, if you don't really know how to use it, is very confusing. So this class will offer instruction on making the most of your electronic resources. And so registration is required. You can call 721-2665. And it starts at 12:30 in the computer classroom today. At 2 o'clock, also at the library, they've got a movie. They've got a free matinee. I don't really know. It says that it's a recent feature film. So you guys can give the library a call. Again, it's going to be 721-2665. Over at the Missoula, or at the Western Montana Fairgrounds, they have their Missoula Battle of the Bands. So they have a youth one, and then they also have an adult one. I believe that the youth bands are going to be from 4 to 10, and then the adult ones are going to be also kind of overlapping that as well. But that's kind of fun. I think that's a fun activity. A couple activities that they also have at the fairgrounds, I think, is all the animal showing. They had a Western Montana poultry show yesterday, and I just read that in the Missoulian, and that seemed like it was pretty cute. So not only can you catch down there for rides, you can also check out all the animals and big old pigs. I like checking out the fat pigs because I love pigs and I want one day. Like a pet. It would be like a little dog, but a pig. Yeah. Okay, over at Splash Montana, they've got their adult night tonight. That's at 6 o'clock. It's until 9, and so it's 18 years and older, which is kind of nice. Get those kids out of here. Over at Shakespeare and Company, there is Dave Thomas is going to be reading from his new collection of poetry called Old Power Company Road. Over at the Missoula Public Library, they've got a second Wednesday book group. So starting at 7 p.m., they're going to be discussing Life on the Mississippi by Mark Twain in the boardroom. And then also at the Missoula Fairgrounds, they've got Bull-O-Rama tonight. Starts at 7 p.m. And so what it is, it's the toughest cowboys around attempt to ride attempt to ride. Yeah. So they're pretty much just going to ride bulls and get bucked off. And so it's a professional bull riding. The contractor of the year is Jeff Robinson's, and so it's going to be his best bulls, and they're going to ride that. That sounds pretty cool. Bull riding is really neat, and definitely you have to stay on longer than like 4 seconds or 5 seconds or something like that. I don't know, but it's intense and it should be a good time. Okay, and so now we've got music for our evening. Beach House is going to be at the Wilmer Theater at 7 o'clock tonight. They're like electronic dream pop, and I've heard quite a buzz about that throughout town, so that should be a good show tonight. But if you're not in the mood for that, you can go over to Sunrise Saloon for country dance lessons with Kathy Clark. It's $5 per lesson. Brandy Carlisle is going to be playing at the Big Sky Brewing Company tonight at 7 o'clock. She's a singer-songwriter, and she's been around for a long time. So a couple good shows in Missoula tonight. The Missoula City Band, they're playing in the Bonner Park Bandshell at 8 o'clock. They're featuring our cutest couple, Caitlin Sisler and Jesse Donachel. No, I didn't say that right. But it's a vocalist and a saxophone. So that'd be kind of cool. Over at the Eagles Lodge, they've got a karaoke contest at 8:30. The Sunrise Saloon, Melissa Foretti is going to be playing at 8:30 as well. So you can get your country dance lessons on, and then you can dance around to her. Nice. We've got karaoke at the Badlander at 9, and then over at the Dark Horse, they've got a metal show. All Hail the Yeti, Final Drive, and Blessed Idum is going to be playing at 9:30. So that's what's going on in your community for your Wednesday. We're switching gears now, and I'm going to introduce you to Asaph Adonai for musical events.
Well, first of all, before I start, I just want to say, remember when I mentioned Aquaman a few days ago and Michael Phelps? Well, Aquaman has done us proud again. He won 2 medals in swimming.
That's awesome.
He's calling himself an old man because he admitted in an interview last night that it's starting to become physically harder for him to do the things he did. But he already has the all-time record in medals, so
yeah,
maybe don't put his picture in the dictionary under Aquaman one day. He deserves it.
Quit while you're ahead.
That's it. So anyway, to start this off, in the 1960s television series Star Trek, some of the accommodations and accomplishments of Captain James T. Kirk. He got the Palm Leaf of Oxnard Peace Mission, the Class of Excellence, the Award of Valor, Starfleet Citation for Conspicuous Gallantry. But Captain Kirk is a fictional character, not real. Our guest on today's musical notes was real, and his military decorations and awards include the Navy and Marine Corps Medal, the Purple Heart Medal, the American Defense Service Medal, the American Campaign Medal, the Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal with 3 3/16 Bronze Stars, and the World War II Victory Medal. His classic iconic speech, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country." Our guest hit his stride when he became the 35th President of the United States. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, known to the world as President John F. Kennedy, and there he is as a young man right there looking very handsome in those years. And John Kennedy, often referred to as JFK, was an American politician who served as the 35th President of the United States. And some of his accomplishments in the White House were the Cuban Missile Crisis, the Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, developments in space, and civil rights, to say of the least. It'd take too long to mention everything he's done in his presidency. But let's show that clip of President Kennedy in action.
But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our
So
energies
that gives
and
you an
skills.
idea, and I remember this speech too. At that time, people like Chet Huntley and David Brinkley and Walter Cronkite, they were dominating the news at that time when they eventually shot that first rocket into space at that time to go to the moon. And it took like about a week or something, if I remember correctly, to get there. And that was pretty impressive accomplishments, not only for an administration, but for the United States, because the United States was racing against other nations to be the first to go into space, similar to the plot line on Lost in Space. So that's a pretty cool accomplishment. Mm-hmm. And let me read a couple other accomplishments here real quick about President Kennedy. After military service in the U.S. Naval Reserve in World War II, he represented Massachusetts' 11th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1947 to 1953 as a Democrat, elected subsequently to the U.S. Senate, and served as junior senator from Massachusetts from 1953 to 1960. He defeated Vice President and Republican candidate Richard Nixon in 1960 in the presidential election, and at age 43 became the youngest elected president. So I know that's just kind of a mild, short summary of JFK, and he went on to marry Jacqueline Bouvier, is how that's pronounced, and they had what you call a fairy tale storybook wedding in the White House compared to most presidents. And my final words, the Kennedy administration was known to the world as Camelot. That came from the play, the Broadway musical Camelot, with Julie Andrews and Richard Burton. So just wanted to throw that piece of trivia there. I think it's a safe assumption that he's probably the only administration that was named after a musical. And on that note, I will quit.
Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Asa.
Sure.
We have an art clip we want to show you guys. So when we come back, we'll have the rest of your events coming up right after this.
Hello, you guys. We are back, and I've got some events for you for your Thursday. So this is what's going on in your community tomorrow. Up first at 10 a.m. at the Providence Center is a free weekly meeting for anyone affected by mental illness or interested in learning about NAMI. This is the NAMI Missoula weekly meeting. So this next event is good. So over at the Adams Center in their East Gym, they have got, this is sponsored by Duck Duck Goose Missoula. And so what it is that you can bring your children's old clothes and sell them, or you can go buy some clothes. So if you guys go to this website right there, dkdkgoose.com/Missoula, you can register for the sale and receive your consignor number and detailed instructions on how to tag your items, and as well as more instructions on where to go. So it starts today at 10 a.m. and it's going to go until 8 o'clock. Over at the Historical Museum at Fort Missoula, they've got kids' activities at the fort. This is every Tuesday and Thursday from 11 to 12 and 3 to 4 all summer long. The Children's Museum of Missoula is going to have face painting tomorrow at 11 o'clock until 11:30, so get in there quickly because it only lasts for a half an hour. And then also, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday is paddleboard lessons over at Frenchtown Pond State Park. Starts at 11 and goes till 12:30, and then they have another session from 1 to 2:30. It's only $45 too, and you don't have to bring anything, you just show up. So it's good to take advantage of that, I think. Over at the Children's Museum of Missoula, this is sponsored by them. They are putting on pop-up playgrounds. So this week is at LaFrey Park. LaFrey Park is located at 225 West Front Street. It's going to be from 1 to 3, and they'll provide all the supplies. You just bring your kiddos, and they make their own playground. At NAMI Missoula, located on 202 Brook Street, room 210, is their NAMI Connection Support Group. It's a free weekly support group for adults living with mental illness. Over at the Missoula Butterfly House, starting at 3 p.m. tomorrow, they are going to be talking about and taking a closer look at what makes up a butterfly wing. And so they have tiny scales that allow them to be waterproof, but they also have cool, they also have these cool things that help them absorb heat. So you can go and find out more about it and let me know since I don't know anything. Yeah. And then they're also going to be doing an activity afterward. Sounds pretty fun. Lego Club is at the Missoula Public Library at 3:30. Spider feeding is across the street at the Missoula Insectarium, also at 3:30. Every Thursday they feed Rosie the Chilean rosehair tarantula. This next event is kind of fun. Over at the Missoula Food Co-op, they've got Summer Shenanigans Bike Ride. It starts at 4:30. And so what it is it's with the Missoula Bicycle Ambassadors and Bicycle Benefits. It's a summer ride to local businesses. The ride will include roses, chocolate, beer, pizza, and shenanigans. And so all riders have to have a bicycle benefit sticker on their helmet to receive the great benefits. But you can pay $5 and they'll give it to you at the beginning of the ride. I'm sure you have to have a helmet too. And so if you want to learn more about bicycle benefits or want to get involved, you guys can go to this website right here in blue, pictured on the screen. Yeah. And so that starts at 4:30 tomorrow. My next event tomorrow is from 5 to 7. It's at Gecko Designs. So Montana has a new school that's called Montana Code School. And they've got a demo day. So what it is, it's going to be 2 groups of going to be presenting their apps. They've been going through this 12-week program, I do believe. So they're going to be presenting their apps. You'll be able to ask the questions, what they've learned, about what their experience was like or what they've learned in the 12 weeks. So they're going to be presenting The Tavern by Austin Horner and Mark Trepanier. It's going to be about, this one connects Dungeons and Dragons players to form parties with similar time, location, play styles. So that's cool. That's good for those gamers out there. And then the next app that's going to be presented is going to be called Gear Bum. It's by Soren Thompson, Joseph McCain, and Luke Wallawander. And so it helps individuals advertise and rent used outdoor equipment. So that'll be at Gecko Designs from 5 to 7 tomorrow. So you guys can check out what these Montana Code School students have been up to.
And if you guys miss it, I'll be filming it for MCAT.
Oh, will you?
As well. So
good.
5:15. It's good that's a short shoot.
5 to 7.
No. Like I don't know about the Q&A. That's always up in the air. The Q&A,
oh yeah.
The Q&A usually lasts about maybe like 3 or 4 questions.
Yep.
And then they just get over it.
Yeah, 5:15 to 5:45 are the actual presentations. Yeah. So it should be really interesting. I think it's gonna be great. Cool. But yeah, like Scott said, if you guys miss it, you'll see it on our channel in a month.
Yep. In about a month.
All right, we're moving on again. So over the La Grata Bella, which is the cavern underneath the Old Post Pub, they got their downtown drop-in wine tasting. It starts at 5 o'clock. It's every Thursday. Oh, sorry. Someone just peeked in and waved, and I got really distracted. Sorry, you guys. Cost is $12.50. It's payable at the Old Post Pub, and a minimum of 4 wines, a different theme each week. So that's pretty good. Karis Park, they've got their downtown tonight, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, 5:30. Money Penny is going to be playing. They've got free children's activities, an array of food vendors, and it's going to be sponsored by Trail West Bank. Okay, and this next event I just love. This is great. Over the Kettle House North Side tomorrow at 5:30 is called Beer and Braids. So this is for all those dads and daughters. So it's a $10 ticket, and it gets you food from Mackenzie River Pizza, 1 complimentary beverage from the Kettle House, as well as drinks for the kiddos. And then they'll teach you how to braid, so you can braid your daughter's hair. So it's like a dad-daughter braiding beer event. That sounds really cute and really funny. And so all proceeds from the ticket sales will go to benefit Tamarack Grief Resource Center. So that's great. It's like a pint night as well as an activity. So I think that's great.
And it's implied that the drinks for the kiddos are not alcohol.
Yes, non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sentence was definitely a run-on sentence, like a drink for the dad, and then it ran on through the kids. Mm-hmm. It was like, just make it clear.
Trying to give my children beer?
Yep.
Root beer.
Maybe like water.
Maybe water. They have root beer there.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a beer place. They make beer out of roots. Non-alcoholic. Thankfully, roots aren't alcoholic.
Nice.
Okay, moving on
I guess
again.
how they make root beer.
All right, over at the Good Food Store, they've got a cooking class. This is called Summer Supper on the Gulf Coast. And so Suzanne Phillips is a chef and caterer. She was born and raised in historic Williamsburg, Virginia. And so she's going to teach everyone how to make a traditional Southern dinner. So they're going to make shrimp and grits, deviled eggs, braised greens, peach cobbler, and sweet tea. That sounds great. All right, MCT has got a performance or a camp going on this week. Starts at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, so let's see. So Drawn to Broadway, it's called Drawn to Broadway. It's this year's accumulation of the Missoula Children's Theater's Performing Arts Camp. And so the show time will be at 8 p.m. at the MCT, and I do believe that this is their teen camp. And so their teen camp, they go away on a boat for a couple weeks and practice and rehearse, and they come back and perform. So I believe that that's what this is. And so this is the end of all their camps, and you guys can see what they've been doing. Yeah, so that's at MCT tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We've got some music for tomorrow evening. Band in Motion is going to be playing at the Sunrise Saloon at 8:30. Steep Canyon Rangers will be at the Top Hat Lounge also at 8:30. There's an open mic at the Broadway at 9. Dead Hipster at the Badlander at 9. And Rockin' Karaoke at the Dark Horse also at 9 o'clock. So that's what's going on in your community for today and tomorrow. As always, you can check out MissoulaEvents.net, the University of Montana website, the Independent, or the Missoulian for more community events.
But of course, every month we've been showing a video about gardening from the Missoula Urban Demonstration Project, and this is in a series called From Seed to Table. And in this little section, they're going to teach you how people do topsy-turvy plants or do-it-yourself upside-down planting, which works for some plants but not others. So here's a little taste of what's coming up sometime either this month or, pretty much it should be coming up this month pretty soon. So you guys should look for it on MCAT.
And like I said, the smaller they are when you do this, the easier it can be. Yeah, we only got 1 or 2 more branches. There's 1 more here at the bottom. Cool. So you can just tie a little slip knot here for right now. Yep. And usually try and get them in the middle. And then we're just going to backfill it. So let's kind of lower it down right to here. Okay.
All right.
Those are cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's really fun.
Just a little idea. So a little more explanation is that they just drill a hole in the bottom and then just nicely put the plants through the bottom of the plant.
Yeah.
And then of course you always want to like have that rope to pull it up and down for any watering or anything like that. So
Cool.
of course it is Wednesday, and every Wednesday we have our favorite segment of all, and it's called Hallmark or Bullmark. All right. So if you guys don't already know this game already, it's where I read a synopsis from a Hallmark original movie, or do I? And you guys at home and here have to decide whether or not it's Hallmark, true, or Bullmark, false. And are you guys ready to play?
Yeah.
All right. When Winona's boyfriend breaks up with her just before their vacation to the Bahamas, not letting her ex get to her, she decides to take a trip herself and exchange his ticket for an upgrade.
Yeah, girl.
When she gets to her hotel, she meets the charming concierge, Ricky.
Ooh.
Sparks fly as these two keep bumping into each other, but can Winona forget about her ex and take the risk with Ricky? And the movie is called Summertime Charm. Is this a Hallmark original movie or is this complete Bullmark?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna say. I don't know. I'm gonna say Hallmark.
You're gonna say Hallmark?
Bullmark.
I'm gonna say Bullmark.
Oh, I'm changing it to Bullmark.
Well, you guys are right this time.
Yeah!
It is Bullmark. It is completely and utterly made up.
That's a cute little movie, Scott.
It's
It
adorable.
sounds like it's real, that
Right?
particular
Yeah.
one.
I would actually be down to watch this movie. You know what movies I've been watching a lot lately are romantic dancing movies. I know. I'm a sucker for dancing movies. Like hip-hop dancing movies. Like the cheesier and the worse acting, the more I like it. Yeah.
You would definitely like Hallmark original movies.
I think I would, yeah.
They have another channel devoted to all mystery movies.
Ooh, what's that one?
It's Hallmark Mystery
Ooh,
Channel.
ooh.
I know,
Ooh,
it's
you
terrible.
should do that.
No.
Have you started doing those?
No, I'm not gonna add another Hallmark movie. to the channel.
Scott just is
You know what gave that
romantic
away to
at
me
heart.
was your ending. The ending of that. It sounded real at first to that ending.
I rewrite all of them,
Yeah,
even
but
if they are
I
real.
try to pay attention to what you're saying, and I try to pick up on clues.
Yeah. Take the risk with Ricky. Nice. Nice, Lisa.
I don't know what
I
clues
always
you're
try to
talking
pick up
about.
on-
All
I
right.
always try to pick up on clues too.
Here's part 2 of Hallmark or Bullmark. So if you guys were fooled or you got it right the first time, here's another chance to either get it wrong or get it right. All right. For Henry Ironson, the summertime has passed by too quickly, and after he gets time off from his family ranch, Henry decides to go to his secret water hole up in the mountains. Meanwhile, Destiny Chapman is feeling a bit cooped up in her office and decides to take a backpacking trip up the mountains as well. When Destiny discovers Henry's secret spot, Henry is frustrated at first, but starts to realize that some secrets are meant to be shared. And this is called Summer Secret. Is this a Hallmark original movie or is this Bullmark?
I'm gonna say this one's Hallmark, Bullmark.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
listen
say
to
this
you.
one's Hallmark. Bullmark.
I'm
Ah!
gonna say Hallmark.
You gonna say Hallmark?
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with ASAP. I'm gonna say
I'm
Hallmark.
gonna say Hallmark.
Well, ASAP is usually right, except this time because it's both Bullmark.
No!
Okay.
Because I know you guys would have went with Hallmark because it's
No.
usually one or the other.
Yeah, but I like you said, I listened to the story.
I
so try to
literally
figure
don't
it
even
out.
pay attention to your pattern either. Neither of us pay attention to your pattern. We just listen to the story to try to figure it out.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't pay attention to the pattern either. I don't even realize you do one.
Do you do a pattern?
What?
I don't do a pattern.
Yeah, you probably do.
Oh.
Because every time you're like, I do this way. And I'm like, oh, that's a pattern.
And then I think about television. Was that something that they would actually air on a Hallmark
Yeah.
channel?
Well, even if I had a pattern, I use my pattern in a Hallmark original movie too. So it doesn't. It totally like takes away from it. So that doesn't even help either way because I rewrite the Hallmark original synopsis
Really?
in my own words.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's like almost impossible because I don't like just copy and paste.
Yeah.
Of course, last week I copied and pasted. Only because I'm so good at writing the synopsis for them, even better than they are, because their synopses are
True.
just like vague,
Terrible.
or just
Yeah.
awful and vague. But anyways,
Okay, well,
we
good
still
job,
have
Scott.
more of the show
Oh, we
because I
do.
do have a video I do want to show, and it's from our Boys and Girls Club.
Oh,
So
great.
this last couple of weeks we did a Boys and Girls Club, and this one's kind of ridiculous. I don't. It's not called. The movie's called Congressman Doom. Of course, the original title was Cab Junkies, but it sounded a little too sketchy. So this movie's called Congressman Doom, and they do this in front of the green screen for half the movie, and then it's ridiculous. So you guys check it out. These kids are amazing. These are the younger group of kids too.
Oh, yeah.
So they did a really good job. So without further ado, here is Congressman Doom.
Hello. Hi. Where are you going? To the farmers market. Okay. You can't make an honest living in this town.
Yeah, I know. He's my fare twice in the last month.
Sometimes I don't know. The taxes are so high that I can't feed my children and family.
Yeah, I know. I can't really afford to pay for my taxi because if I don't pay for my taxi, I'll get fired, which really sucks. Did you know that Congressman Doom has been squeezing the city?
No.
It's true. All these new taxes have been awful.
We should really track this guy down and show who's boss.
You serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Because I don't think that we could maybe do that. He's really good at hiding.
Look, there he is.
Our 3 limos broke down this weekend.
Don't worry, we can spend 5 minutes in this gross cab.
This cab's not gross.
Maybe to you.
As in the road.
Who are you? I'm Lady Doom. Okay. Then that means you're Congressman Doom.
So where are you going, Congressman?
We're gonna go to our penthouse, the top floor. Yeah, I heard that you guys live at the tallest of the tallest building.
Of course.
We'll be there shortly.
Just give him a tip. Beep. So I'm gonna get him?
Yeah. We're gonna wait until nightfall. I have the plan, don't worry.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Don't blah 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 me. I'm your sister. Use your words.
Let my sister go.
Or what? I can handle myself, brother.
That's what you get for raising taxes, Congressman Doom.
Now
All
we
right.
all know what will happen if our city raises taxes.
A cab driver's gonna take
The
revenge.
cab driver's gonna get you. That's hilarious. I love that. Way to go, kids. That was really cute.
Yep. So Boys and Girls Club have been visiting Missoula Community Access Television for the last this week and next week. And it's been great. And then school will start, and then we'll have like a month off, and then Flagship will start once again, and we'll have Flagship Fridays back
Yeah.
on. But of course, we're just showing videos sporadically throughout this time. But if you want to find out more information about our show and videos like this, you can log on to our website, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. You click on videos, and you can see past videos, interviews, and of course some of our summer camps and some of our other videos that we've posted in the last year or so.
Yep.
You can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter at Wake Up Missoula.
MCAT also has a Twitter. You can follow us at MCAT TV Missoula. You can like us on our Facebook page, and to find out more information about us or to check us out on our website, mcat.org is a place to go.
But of course, if you're interested in coming on our show to talk about your upcoming classes, rally causes, or anything that involves nonprofit activism, you could call us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542.
MCAT!
You can also email us mcat@mcat.org if you're too scared to call.
It's
Yeah. So without further ado, thanks for joining me, guys, for this wonderful Wednesday edition of Wake Up Missoula, because it both starts with a W, so it's special. Thanks for joining us for Wake Up Missoula. I'm Scott Ramph.
And for Wake Up Missoula, my name is Noelle McAvoy. Here's Asaph Adonai, and we'll see you guys on Friday.